what's up, you guys? It is Mary. Leave our chance to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below. Because today we are going to be reviewing season 10, episode 1 and 2 of Sister Wives. You guys, they have just come back from Alaska.
Yes.
And it seems like Mary actually decided to tell them when they came back from Alaska. But first day she told Robin. And then a week later, she told the wives
and
Cody.
About the catfish situation.
It was about the catfish situation.
Yes.
But they decided to sit down and have therapy with Nancy about the whole thing.
Yes.
I'm just baffled.
Well, Mary says this. She says, it was very flattering when he told me that he loved me. And Janelle was like, well, I mean, it would be flattering for anyone if someone says you love me. No, I was flattered. I don't know if she was trying to make a point.
No, but you know what?
This.
But at first, what I thought, because I think Janelle has said, I just don't know how this happens or whatever. Like, I mean, I guess when he told you I love you, you were like, oh no. She said, no. I was flattered.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I was. And it's like she kept on saying that with so much pride.
Yeah.
But I feel like
she was trying to get at Cody.
Yes, but you know what it is? I feel like the reason why this whole thing even happened was they even said it, I think on the tell-all for this season, that their relationship was already weak. We already knew that. Then they got divorced. So she's already in a vulnerable place.
Even for the divorce, even before the divorce,
they were in a bad place.
So when the divorce happened, it was like this snowball
It was
effect.
A breaking of them. And it literally just cut them in half. It was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
And now she decided to start dating this woman.
Yeah.
And it just was a mess. So I feel like Cody is to blame. He tries to make it seem like, and I feel like with this family, they don't tell us all their stuff, which I mean is understandable.
And it's fine.
It's fine. But also, I feel like don't try to make things look all gushy. You're there saying that it's gotten better, Mary. After you were saying that at the tell-all,
how it's
you actually said it was worse. So it got better? No, it got worse because you ended up dating a woman who catfished you and then tried to extort you.
So you were lying in the tell-all.
But I think Cody gets them to lie. And they try to, also I feel like they lie on their own because as women, we're natural protectors. You've been through that, I've been through that.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We want to protect who we love or whatever the case may be.
Absolutely.
So I feel like that's what they do, but it doesn't serve her.
No, it doesn't.
And now she's sitting here on therapy trying to talk about how she was enjoying a woman telling her that she loved her. In a romantic sense. And then later How far do we fall, Mary?
I don't know.
How far?
And then later on she says, well, I started to question because I had known that it was a woman trying to be a man.
That's why I keep on saying you were dating a woman. Because you knew. You actually knew in your heart you had feelings about it. That's why I say that.
He fooled you. So he really didn't fool you.
She said within the first week when they started texting and then she started calling, she said, it really sounded like a woman who was trying to make her voice sound like a man. That's why I stay saying that, Mary, you were dating a woman. Yeah. Because you had suspicions, you kind of knew, you still went with it because you were desperate.
That's what I was
And that's why it seems like Mariah is upset. Because even it seems like Mariah said that she told her from the beginning don't get involved in this stuff.
Yeah, because she was having all these friends online. And Mariah, I guess, let her know sometimes it can be a catfish. Because the young people, we watch
There's
the shows.
There's a whole TV show, Catfish.
Like everybody, the young adults will know this.
But also, I'm sure they're DMing her. Because even Robin said that she was knowing that it was public because people were DMing her talking about how Mary was having an affair. So you're just severely embarrassing the family at this point in life.
And, and even Janelle says she got some social media stuff, but she did not even open it.
It was just rumors.
Janelle probably was too busy with her real estate anyway to be looking at
social media.
But I just felt for Mary. But one thing I liked about this coming together when she talked to Cody and was like, I was really mad at you, Cody. I am not gonna lie. I was mad at you. You could feel all that feeling that she
I was mad at you. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
It was so heartbreaking. It was really heartbreaking.
I was dying because I was like,
Cody, he just is looking at her, looking all
like,
confused.
how dare you say this on TV?
And then he says, it was like he was trying to not own up to anything.
No.
He was trying to make it seem as though it
wasn't his fault.
It's not that it's not that she went to this. She wasn't catfish because she was already miserable. He was trying to make it seem as though
she did this out of the clear blue sky.
Yeah, she kicked him to the curb, and the reason why she was doing this was because she was trying to leave him.
So he's trying to
and
put
this
it
is why
all
we were
on
having
Mary.
problems. And he's trying to say this is why we're having problems. But I like the fact that Janelle came and even Robin came to say, you know, we all can see that you all have been having problems for a while.
And they have been not having sex.
So don't come down and try to act like she went to someone just hit her up and she started telling the person I love you back when she got a loving man at home who's there for her and who's intimate with her.
Exactly.
She was looking for intimacy from a man because you were not giving it to her.
So she went to a woman.
But he doesn't want to admit that at all.
There's no accountability with Cody, and that's my issue. Like he wants, because the thing is, it's not Mary. We have been saying from the first beginning season, she is loyal to a fault.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
this woman who you said was so loyal, now decided to just stop being loyal. If you're having sex with her, you're loving on her, you're being there for her, you're supporting her. Women don't go and cheat on men just because. They don't do that.
They're not talking to people on social media who are not their husbands about intimate details. They're not doing that if you do your job as the husband.
Exactly. And then also she was talking about how the guy was talking to her about her religion and talking about how this is not right, how you're not being treated right and cared for. He totally negates that.
Yeah, he totally negates
because I honestly feel Mary's not telling us the whole thing. I think she has told us 20%. Yeah. I do feel like she might have been doing maybe... I'm not going to accuse nobody of something, but she could have been sexting. She could have been telling him I loved him. She could have been saying, I probably want to run away with you. Yeah. I honestly feel like she got to that point. Because when you're exposing yourself, you're never going to say everything. Yeah. Even if it's just you. It's not no cameras there. Yeah. I feel like she was doing some stuff, but I feel like because Cody was not there for her.
Exactly.
Like it was his fault.
And the catfisher, this woman, she has been letting out and showing text and voicemails that Mary had left. Now Mary's trying to say, well, I know I left her voicemails, but what I have gathered from the emails is like she's kind of splicing things together, and so it's not all the emails that I sent her. So she's actually trying to get away from the thing. The bottom line,
Mary,
they don't think that it was emotionally unfaithful. Cody said he don't understand what that word is.
He does not care. If it was Robin, he would have lost his shit. He does not care. Right. He is already out of that relationship with Mary. Yeah. He wants to keep it kind of cushiony. Yeah. Because he wants to have an excuse not to be with her. But you weren't with her even before the divorce.
No, you weren't.
That's why you have the cojones to go and say, oh, let's get a divorce, Mary. Yeah. Because if you loved her and you really want to still be with her, you would not have even done that. Because, I mean, Robin's kids are old enough. Dayton could have just claimed all of them when he was 18. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, really, nobody had to do that. No. And it's not like you divorced Robin after it and then you got remarried to Mary. You didn't. No, you didn't care to because that relationship was dead. Yeah. And you wanted to divorce. You didn't want any attachments. Exactly. Because you had found the love of your life. Exactly. So, it's really unfair, and I feel like it was just unfortunate for Mary. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's Cody's fault. I 100% blame Cody.
Remember when they went to get married and she thought that they were a team?
Well, he gaslit her saying that, oh, we're a team. And he said, well, no, you need to stay your ass at home.
She found out they're not a team. No, exactly. So it was all of those things, but one thing about Cody, he keeps on saying, like, what I could get from you is that you don't want our relationship. However, you want to still be part of the family. That's what he keeps on saying.
But I feel like he wants that.
That's how he is. That's how he feels. That's how, and that's what he has been doing to her. Yeah. I'm not having any more intimacy with you. You can be part of the family, but our relationship
is dead.
As you know it is over.
And it's selfish. It's selfish as shit. Because how am I supposed to have my fun time? How am I supposed to have my intimacy, my romantic dates? Yeah. And I'm in this relationship with 4 other women, well, 3 other women, and 1 man. Yeah. That's why it's not fair. No, because the woman has nobody else to go to. You have 3 other people you can go to. Yeah. She has nobody. You know and they all have to depend on you, Cody.
Yeah, and remember in season 16, because we have already watched season 16, but remember during the COVID, I was shocked when Mary said she had not seen Cody in a year.
He didn't even check to see if she was alive.
Like, who does that?
A man who don't love you, don't want your ass no more, and don't even care if you alive.
Yeah, So he tries to make it, oh, we have these haters on social media.
You have the haters
Keeps
because they
on
see that
saying-
you have favoritism.
Thank you.
You're the one who has the haters.
Keeps on saying,
Well, maybe Robin too, but
he
that's
said,
it.
The haters keep on saying, Mary, they're treating you bad. Why don't you move away?
Oh, you know.
Mary, do this, you know? And he's like, you know, it's just haters against me and Robin because you guys go in this cunning stuff that you do. And that's why they don't like you. You know?
But yeah, I just think the whole thing was just very selfish of Cody, and I feel like she needs to. I just feel like Mary needs to find herself and outside of Cody, outside this whole polygamous thing, and just be able to be at peace.
Yeah. One thing that I do feel though that in this interview, I feel as though the family really surrounded her, and were just like, we're going to cover her,
except for Cody.
But I did like he came when she said, I'm sorry for bringing this into our family, and she was just, her head was down, she looked so embarrassed and ashamed, and he goes and he pulls her up and he says, come here, we're gonna take care of this, you're gonna be okay. I love that.
First of all, it was for show. It was for show. I am not buying it. I was not moved. I think Cody is a snake.
Look, you all tell us how you feel. Do you think that he was being sincere? Because I mean, they've been married for 23 years. He has to have some kind of feeling.
He knows that he was dead wrong.
Yeah.
I do believe that he thinks that he was wrong. But do I think that he's going to sit there and surround her? No. This is going to be ammunition for him not to have sex with her for a few more years.
Yeah.
A decade to be specific.
By the time we got to episode 16, we found out that Danny had sex for 10 years.
And we also found out from one of our commenters, our loyal subscriber, thank you for subscribing, that she said that they don't do a season every single year.
Yeah.
So this has been going on way longer than season 3. Yeah. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Because she said it was what? They showed 2006, 2007,
years.
2009, 2010, 11, and then 12.
Yeah.
So it's not every year.
It's not every year, yeah.
So I just feel like the whole thing was shameful. Yeah. And did they talk about the cancer stuff in episode 2?
No, I did. We didn't talk about it because I don't even think they filmed it. Actually, they did. So, but they found out that it wasn't cancerous. What she had in her uterus was a fibroid. She did not. It wasn't cancerous. It was just a tiny little fibroid that is not going to give her any problems. They don't have to do surgery on it. So at least that was a blessing. And would it have been something to add to her burden that now I got cancer, you know? And it was sad because something like that, she should be able to go with Cody for those results, but she doesn't trust him enough.
He is not checking to make sure she's alive.
Care enough, you know? And she doesn't want to be rejected because, you know, he takes Robin to all her visits. So maybe, you know, Mary said, I just don't, sometimes when I go around them and they reject me, that's how I feel. If they say, you know, I feel rejected, and it makes me feel really vulnerable and even more alone. So she just puts up walls, you know, and that was a shame. But I think in episode 2, Maddie
Maddie has decided to stop going to school.
Yes.
So she's taking some time off.
Yes.
Kelty drops out of school.
She got engaged.
Yeah, she got engaged. She came home and announced that she's officially engaged, you guys.
To Caleb.
I'm so happy for her.
Yeah, and that is Cody's
brother's
Cody's brother's sister. Yeah, Cody's brother's wife's brother.
Yeah, exactly.
So Cody's brother-in-law.
Yeah.
I guess. So they know him. He's 10 years older than, you know, Madison.
Yeah, but McKelty and Aspen are going to be living together. But McKelty did drop out of school. Yeah. Maddie is also taking time from school. Yeah, and Garrison is in basic training.
Yeah, they actually, after a year, they moved out. McKelty and Aspen.
Yeah.
They stopped living together because, you know, Aspen said she was becoming more of like a mom to McKelty, and McKelty she needed to be free. She loves her sister, but she wanted to be free. So she went to Utah to work at a pawn shop in her father's friend owns a pawn shop.
Yeah.
So that's where she is. She's working there, and that's fine.
And Hunter is going into the Air Force.
Yes.
which
So,
I think is
yeah.
always very scary. Like
Yeah.
I don't think I could let my child go to the Navy.
I know. So
I don't think I
anything,
could.
right? So
You know what I'm
anything in the
saying?
military.
Yeah, not
But
at all.
Yeah,
Because
but
also
not
I don't
only
think it's
Hunter.
even worth it.
Yeah, but Garrison as well. Garrison, he's going into the National Guard,
Yeah.
and the father doesn't want him. He wants him to go to college so that when he finally goes to serve in the National Guard, he can go as an officer because he has a college degree. But he's like, I don't care. I don't mind going as a private. But the private, they're the first line of defense. So when there's a war, they're in the front. But if he can graduate from college and be a lieutenant, then he's not in the first line of defense. And so the father was like, why would you do that? But he said, I am proud to go serve my country. In fact, he is looking forward. He wants them to call him to go. So I mean, proud
Until
of
that
both of them.
PTSD hit you. Anyway.
Or actually the war. So, but
Yeah.
I mean, I always respect people like the people going in the army, people who are like firemen. Like I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I really respect those who go and do it and sacrifice. Really, anytime you go for a job, you're really sacrificing your life. You may not come home.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Janelle gets so emotional now.
Yeah, because she
Because
doesn't know
it's
when
so
she'll
hard.
see him again and when he won't be there again.
Anytime she sees them, she gets so emotional because I guess maybe she's holding on, thinking,
Maybe this
I
will be
gotta
the last
brace
time.
myself. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
to brace myself because it might be the last time
Yeah.
that I see them. But
Yeah, y'all.
very interesting. This season, seeing from the preview that we're seeing, it seems that there's going to be quite a juicy season, and we will
Yes.
be here for it all
We are going to try to finish season 10, you guys.
today.
Yes, so
And
stay
start
tuned for that.
Season 11.
I know we're behind, you guys. We have like 5 more seasons to watch
But
before
we have-
Sunday.
Yeah, but we have determined that we will still continue the marathon and continue the new things.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can finish it next week if we can, because I'm just interested to see what happens to these children
So
as
even
they get
though
married
yeah.
and whatever, and how do their stuff change? Because what we're finding, I think now most of the older children don't want to throw marriage.
Yeah, I think we've known that for a while. But as season 17 is going on, we will also be uploading maybe the last few seasons. I'm hoping we'll be done with season 13 by Sunday.
Yeah.
And then we'll have
And it's
4 more
only 3 more
seasons to watch.
seasons. Yes.
3 more
And we
seasons.
can finish that next week.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. But we'll try to do
we're
a season
almost
a
there.
day.
Yeah.
So at least you guys will still have something to watch during the week while we wait for the
Absolutely.
new episodes to come on.
Absolutely.
But it's Mary.
And
Leave us a like,
subscribe,
share.
and comment all your comments down below.
Yes.
Do you think that Kobe is a fake? Do you think that he was holding Mary and comforting her, and he just hoodwinked me? And
Yeah.
Or do you think that he was genuine? How do you feel about Mary? Do you understand that she opened herself
Yeah.
to someone online?
Yeah.
Or are you surprised by it, or do you understand it?
Yeah, y'all. But comment down below.